The following is a presentation of Lions Heart Media. Any use, rebroadcast, or redistribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of Lions Heart Media is strictly prohibited. Low snap, Cordes has it, looks to throw, has Cook, he has the record, and he has 6. See you later, touchdown South Allegheny. Shoemaker backside, Miller their header, he scores! Black cross court deflected, diving dig House, Monek for the win, got it! Looks right side, batted away. Well, Horsky with the reception and hauled down by Janko. Looks to throw, comes back across. They set up the screen to Ruffin. Ruffin room to run. There goes Ruffin running wild into his own man. See you later. 75 yards. A new season is upon us, as back to the frozen sheet we go, as it's the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, the Fox Chapel Foxes. It's the season opener in PIHL play here tonight on MVI Live. Alex Lyons with you tonight for all the action, as Thomas Jefferson and Fox Chapel duel here tonight on MVI Live. Start of the season for both squads in a new classification for one. As Fox Chapel last year, the runners up in 2A, bump up to 3A this season. Thomas Jefferson, they've been in 2A now, or 3A for the last 2 seasons after claiming a Penguin Cup championship a few seasons back in 2A before making the bump up to 3A, as Thomas Jefferson looking to get back into things. Always a very formidable foe is the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, year in, year out, now under 5th-year head coach John Zeiler, trying to continue to put TJ in the right direction. And this is a team that, after last year, you expected them to be led by their star defenseman. Schliebner led the charge last year. He was second on the team in points for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Well, Schliebner was so good, he is now playing in Michigan. It's for Caesars 08 and doing a pretty dang good job up there as well in Detroit. But a big-time loss. And, talking to the Thomas Jefferson coaching staff, said, hey, selfishly, we were hoping it didn't happen, but it did indeed come into fruition. As it's the start of the season, the Jaguars, the Foxes. And without Schliebner, the question is, where do you turn? Obviously, you'll look at a big 2. It's Lucas Blows, last year's leading scorer for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. The alternate captain, the shifty speedster, the minute forward who scored 14 goals, 27 points, 5 power play goals, and 4 shorthanded for Lucas Blows of Thomas Jefferson. And the other big player to look at on TJ looking to carry the attack, of course, is going to be the captain this season, Cam Lorenzi. Lorenzi, 14.6 goals a season ago, and a full season in between the pipes for Ben Balducci, as Balducci came on replacing Ronnie Porupski as of late in last season. And Ben Balducci in the regular season went 3-0 with a 1.33 goals against and a 9.50 save percentage for tonight's starter, Ben Balducci. Schliebner was second leading scorer for TJ. Again, he's up in Michigan. Then you have Liam Mahoney. He was third, and the captain, Spencer, was 4th in points last year for the Jaguars. On the other side, moving up, Fox Chapel fell 1 goal shy of their first ever Penguin Cup championship in team history last year. They bump up from 2A to 3A. And of course, they're led by last year's returning leader in points in the 2A classification in Tucker Cullen. 59 points, led all of 2A scoring last year, 28 goals, 31 assists for number 8 in black, Tucker Cullen, but he lost his dynamic partner in Dom Casilli. 32 goals, 25 assists. He was second in the PIHL in 2A scoring. Also lost the likes of Trip Garing, who was third on the team, and Hayden Farrer, who was fourth on the team, along with Liam Wiseman, who was the 5th leading scorer on this team last year for the Fox Chapel Foxes. But they also returned their starting keeper in Miles Carey and their backup Grant Watson. Carey was 8-2-1 with a 1.73 goals against average and a 9.27 save, while Watson was undefeated 6-0. First meeting since February 15th of 2024 between Thomas Jefferson and Fox Chapel. That was a 7-5 victory at the Alpha Ice Complex for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Lucas Blows, then just a freshman, had a pair of helpers, while Cam Lorenzi added an assist in the game for Thomas Jefferson. Tucker Cullen, 1-1. Give him a goal, give him an assist last time these two teams met. As again, the Jaguars and Foxes, first time since 2024, getting underway here to start the PIHL season on MVI Live. First of a plethora of games we'll have covered this year on the network around the PIHL. Thomas Jefferson getting the majority of our games, of course, being allowed to come into the Ice Castle and stream. And TJ in our coverage area, of course, for MVI Live. Also get EF and Ringgold in there while we can. And hey, who knows what else along the way, as this season just getting the bottle open tonight. Can't wait to get underway. It's opening night in the PIHL. It's the Jaguars. It's the Foxes. It's coming up next right here on MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people, focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Hoods up, Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customized. Call today at 412-384-5300. There's no better way to start. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service.
Heads up, Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith. Because they believe God works through people. Focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Let's pop the bottle here tonight. The PIHL season 2025-26 opening up here today. As it's the Jaguars, it's the Foxes, their first taste of 3A hockey. As Lucas Blows will take the opening draw against Spencer Garing, the senior, as Garing wins it back. As there's taken left wing, wristed center, head dump around, slowed there by Ben Balducci. Back behind, Pritchard looked to leave, but in the way is Garing, as Garing wraps back up left side point. As that's where Fox Chapel sets up high slot turnover. Burns has Lorenzi up ahead. Off the stick of Lorenzi, as back in after that is going to be Kevin Patrick. Pinned against the wall by Lorenzi. Back up top, Pritchard, wrist shot goes off the end boards, whistling out the other side. Flip back along, Simon holds the line as Hanley tries to clear. Now back the other way as Garing works left side, drop off, winding a drive, and denied by Balducci, getting a piece of that one. No chance there for Tucker Collin, last year's leading scorer inside the 2A classification. Face-off blocker side of Balducci, 16-17 remaining in the first. As Track will take it on one side for Fox Chapel, one back clean to the corner. Hartman tries to clear. Hartman slides at the sophomore. Casamassa can't control. As Artman now back in his own end. Doubles back behind Ben Balducci. Left side swing. One touch along Merrill. Here comes Casamassa. Casamassa. Wrister, he scores! Vinny Casamassa starts the season right through the wickets of Cary. And it's 1-0 Thomas Jefferson. As Casamassa gets his first of the season, beating Mouse Cary low on the ground. And the Jaguars on the board first. 1:02 into the season, Thomas Jefferson 1, Fox Chapel 0. As the sophomore finds pay dirt for TJ. Merrill, Michael, and Casamassa stay up top. Hartman and Artman on the back end. An announcer's dream pair with Hartman and Artman. As face-off tie up, deflected near side. There's Michael. Owen Michael wrapping right side. Michael down the right wing as he knifes back behind Miles Cary. Michael back up top. It's Artman. Wrist shot goes sailing off the end boards. Far side controlled by Burdick. Back out center, Michael. Now it's Hartman. Hartman surveys from his own end. Hartman, bank pass to Michael. Owen Michael circles around one. Burdick knocked down in center ice. Flip back off the glove of Hartman. Hartman surveys. Now it's Artman. as Artman near side stretch pass eludes his intended target, bumped off the puck by Garing, icing the call. 15-18 remaining in the first. 1-0 Thomas Jefferson leads. It's Vinny Casamassa, his first of the season, breaking the ice for Thomas Jefferson. TJ averaged just over 3 goals per game last season, giving up 3 goals per contest in a 10-win season for the Jaguars. Face-off glove side of Balducci, tied up off the draw. Hanley joins the party. Near side now it's taken Fetzko, turns it over. Stalemate near side half wall. As Fetzko trying to vacate the zone and will. Moner back the other way. Fetzko delayed offside. Flip straight back up near side. Hanley backhand dump into the middle. Fox Chapel regroups from their own end. As Garing lost it, Fetzko dump and touch up for the Jaguars on the delayed offside. As back underneath, as it's taken there by Kita Komatsu. As Komatsu back out the other way, now Michael Banks, one touch along by Salapak. From his own end, jammed right back along by the Foxes. Middle, Banks, wrister, Mouse carry, got enough of that to turn it away. 1-0 lead here for Thomas Jefferson. Right side center, Ed Hanley. Off the linesman at the flex, wearing the worst of that one. As the alternate captain, Simon, looking to go coast to coast. Around his own man, 3-on-2, Simon. Cuts it out wide, forced that way even further. That's by Vavpedic as TJ, out of nowhere, takes care of business with one more. As an impossible angle, finding pay dirt is Fetzko. And Thomas Jefferson leads it 2-0 here in the first. First of the season for Garrett Fetzko. So the sophomore increases the lead to 2. Pritchard will take the draw. As Jake Pritchard unable to collect it, Balducci settles. Now Simon. 2-0 TJ leads early on, giving Fox Chapel a rude awakening to 3A hockey as Thomas Jefferson tonight. And TJ, the defending runners-up, Fox Chapel, the defending 2A runners-up, losing in the Penguin Cup 2A championship to Cathedral Prep. They were the number 1 seed last year inside of 2A. First meeting between these two squads since February of 24. TJ 7-5 victory that night. Tucker Carlin looking to get it going unsuccessfully, is back the other way. Thomas Jefferson cuts it out wide. As Galizia back behind, now working there is Stetler. As near side, Artman deflected just wide as Stetler was looking to make it 3 early for Thomas Jefferson. Lucas blows, dumps it back along Hartman. Hartman near side to Artman. As Artman lets it go through and the captain helps it further along. That's Nico Vavpedic. As Hartman drops it to Artman. As Carter Artman surveys, now Artman. Stretch pass up to Hartman, who deflects it in. The captain Lorenzi in on the forecheck. As Vavpedic works it left side. Check that, make it Kevin Patrick. Near side corner, flipped along Hanley. Lorenzi, the Jaguar captain, trying to dig it free on the forecheck. Now Burns working back behind. As Burns muscled off the puck. That's by Keita Komatsu. As Komatsu, and now Patrick trying to work it back out. Keita Komatsu back behind, blows will pressure. As Komatsu in transition. Komatsu swings one left side, eludes Cardinelli. As Cardinelli just unable to get that handle on it. As Lorenzi angles it back along, now blows. Eludes him. Hartman in the middle. Center red, dump by Hartman. Glove down, Garing. Garing near side pass, on line Hanley. As Hanley dumps it around, Balducci will slow. Hartman picks it up, 11:55 remaining in the first. As Hartman trying to muscle it free on the far side, Lorenzi now. Cam Lorenzi up the gut, Casamassa, center red dump. Off the glove of Miles Carey, back behind. As jammed back along by Nico Vavpedic. Banks holds the line, one touch Merrill. As Merrill stops up, left side corner. Merrill centering feed, deflected back door. Going to be picked up there on the far side, that's by Zampogna. As a wrist shot deflected high and wide, letting it fly from the right side point for the Jaguars was Tucker Porter. As back the other way, Casamassa throws his weight around. As Jack Radigan goes for a ride into the half wall. Back behind Owen Michael around to Casamassa. Vav Pettit holds the line near side point. Picked back up by Porter, doubles back here. First 6 gone in the opening period of the season. 2-0 Thomas Jefferson on front. Casamassa and Fetzko, the 2 goal scorers for the Jaguars. As in transition, broken up by Simon. Simon swings it back, taken over there, one-touch Pritchard, off a changing Salapak. As Tucker Collin back in, Collin 1-on-4, sharp angle, Balducci keeps it out. Wasn't pretty, wasn't natural, but got the job done by Balducci. Molnar stretch pass out of the reach of Fetzko on the near side. Flip back along by Komatsu. Here comes Track in transition. Track, sharp angle back behind. Thrown into the end board. Simon picks it up there. As the alternate captain for the Jaguars, Simon. One hand stick back out. Now Kevin Patrick. Tucker Collin winding up over center red. As 2-on-1. Back the other way. Backdoor Collin denied by Balducci. Ben Balducci. Full split across. And last year's 2A leading scorer is shut down on the cross-crease save. Ben Balducci. And now, Fox Chapel, a chance to cut the lead to 1 after the great save by Balducci. Salopek headed to the penalty box here. 7:06 gone in the first period. Last year, Fox Chapel on the power play, 38.9%, 14 power play goals for the Foxes. TJ 76.4% last year on the PK. As Hartman wraps around, left side, that's Komatsu. As Lucas blows, 4 shorthanded goals a season ago. As Blows picks it off right on cue, 1-on-1. Blows shorthanded, blows by the defense and fires it wide. As Keita Komatsu with him every step of the way. Now Hanley knocked off by Lorenzi. Cam Lorenzi jams one. Keita Komatsu holds the line. Blows trying to pick his pocket. Lucas Blows relentless on the pressure. Again, led the team with 4 shorthanded goals a year ago. 118 remaining on the minor to Salopek. As Tucker Collin canceled out by Cam Lorenzi. Go back to years prior. TJ has always been dangerous. Short-handed wrister blockered away. Ben Balducci with the answer again. As going back to get that, going to be the captain, Vav Pettit. Set up by Miles Carey as Vav Pettit surveys back behind. Cardinale back the other way. As Antonio Cardinale dump and chase. Pritchard stood up back below the goal line. Centering feed broke up. Sweeping poke check by Burns. Right wing half wall as Patrick curls. Vav Pettit, low wrister blocked away by Michael. 30 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Fox Chapel. As down now to 8:20 in the first period. 25 seconds remaining. One more clear will get TJ the kill. As that will get the job done. As Keita Komatsu will head back for it. Komatsu off the setup by Miles Carey. 13 seconds remaining on the Salopek minor. As Gavin Salopek, the first penalty of the season. Cardinale just dump and chase from the near side blue. Pritchard back behind as Pritchard tries to reverse the angle. Now Burns comes to help, sends it down, and icing will be waved off. Winning the forecheck race there is Jake Pritchard. Pritchard trying to work back behind. As Jake Pritchard, near side Simon, wrist shot off the end wall. Stittler rising wrister all the way around. Simon holds the line, wraps it back underneath. Stittler underneath, centering feed, looking for Pritchard. As Thomas Jefferson possesses far side corner, now Cardinale clears out. As Banks back out to Simon. Simon quickly along. Stittler will just fire one back around. Vav Pettit picks it up there. Wraps it past Galizia. And back out to the point where it's going to be held by Porter for a moment. As Garing goes for the puck right in front of the Foxes bench. As Stittler just jams it back along. Now cleared out center. Michael Banks. Banks onside play. Left side wrister off the deflection. Into the netting. 6:56 remaining in the first here, and a 2-0 Thomas Jefferson advantage. Jaguars out in front early on. 2-0 TJ on top. Face-off will come blocker side of Miles Carey. It's going to be Casamassa, Merrill, and Michael with Artman and Hartman on the back end. Face-off push. There's Michael. Now it's taken over by Komatsu out to Hartman. Hartman wraps it off the dasher all the way around back behind. As Regenton near side Hanley. Hanley can't corral as Merrill working down the left wing corner. Merrill pressured off by Tucker Collin. Now Casamassa, who started the party tonight. Hartman, wrist shot through traffic. That gets to the near side window. As stalemate for it in the near side corner. Picked up by Merrill. Merrill wraps up to Artman. Artman, wrist shot deflected up and out. Off the twig of Merrill in front. Trying to redirect it home was the sophomore Carter Merrill. 6:20 opening period. 2-0 Thomas Jefferson in front. Casamassa, then Fetzko. Off the Salapack, face-off tie-up, it's Molnar. Near side picked up by Fetzko. 3-player scrum, left wing half wall. As Molnar going to be knocked off the puck by Kevin Patrick. Back to the near side, wristed back along by Track. As now taken over Track, working back the other way. Track over center red with a flip pass far side, angle back along. Balducci will hurry it along but turns it over. TJ takes right back over though. That's Artman to Salapack. Salapack flips it along to Molnar. Right side, sidestep in. Molnar walks in. Backdoor broken up. Great play by Kevin Patrick. Staying with him every step of the way. Thomas Jefferson, though, continuing to dictate as Connor Cook. Stretch pass out the track, near side, Artman. Deflects it away, near side. Artman around one. Here comes Artman down the lane. Wrist shot fanned on. Fetzko up top. Fetzko, Salapack near side. Gavin Salapack back underneath to Fetzko. Fetzko survey, centering. Salapack couldn't get a shot away. Now Artman. He'll sidestep the defensive track. Sharp angle. Carry, no problem. As Mouse keeps it a 2-0 deficit. Tucker Collin can't vacate the end. Pass deflected, far side Fetzko. Now Molnar pressuring Patrick underneath. As Molnar stood up into the end boards and back the other way. Here comes Colin Tucker galloping through center ice. As Collin down the near side, canceled out by the alternate captain Simon. Fetzko looks to clear. As Fetzko, second effort, will just walk across the line, flips it along to Lucas Blows. Blows back the other way, now Fetzko, 2-on-4. TJ changing, Burns the trailer off his stick. As Burns regroups, toe drag, fired, blocked back down by Vav Pettit, the captain. Keeping that shot away from his keeper, Miles Carey, who was 8-2-1 a season ago, giving up under 2 goals per game last year. As now Pritchard, that's Gary. Gary Pritchard jams one back along right side. Near side, Vav Pettit off to Henley, who just angles one back in Simon. Simon swoops back under Balducci, knocked off the puck there. As Simon continues to work. Scrum forward, far side, Garing and Simon jarring on the far side. Under 4 to play in a quick moving opening frame. As Thomas Jefferson leads by 2. Now it's the captain, Cam Lorenzi. Has Burns with him, 2-on-2. Burns cuts it wide, centering feed. Lorenzi can't get a stick on it. Cam circles back up top. Lorenzi cuts inside. Lorenzi fires. Save, rebound. Pritchard misses high and wide. Lorenzi up top. Simon walks the line. Wrist shot, glove down by Miles Carey. No rebound in sight. 3.5 on the clock. 2-0 TJ. Vinny Casamassa, Garrett Fetzko, the 2 goal scorers for the Jaguars. The first 2 goals of the season has Thomas Jefferson up by a pair in the opening game of the year. As held by Porter, flip back along. Now Banks, wrist shot, never got through. Komatsu in the way. As taken along by Scheidler, as Scheidler can't clear the zone. Radigan pressuring as Pritchard. Now there's Stittler, walks inside. Stittler poked away by Komatsu. As Keita Komatsu once again, a great defensive effort denying TJ of a grade A opportunity. 3:07 opening period. 2-0 lead here for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Face-off going to be blocker side of the keeper in Miles Carey. Jake Pritchard lost the draw. Now Komatsu wraps it around and straight out on the near side. Quick stoppage in play and a quick face-off coming here with 3:03 remaining in the opening period. 2-0 TJ leads. Defensive change. Banks and Porter out. It's the Artman-Hartman duo coming back out. And again, you lost some top-tier defensemen on this team in Spencer and Schliebner. For Thomas Jefferson, you return Simon, Artman, and Hartman. And that's going to be your big three this year, you imagine, for Coach John Zeiler, the former Los Angeles King and former standout Jaguar in his own right. As Pritchard changing, replaced by Merrill on the far side. And another puck into the stands. Quick grab and quick toss right back in. Doesn't get much better than that. TJ football, big win on Friday night. Comeback victory for the Jaguars. As Coach Bill Cherpak, another win in his illustrious career. Don Volumino, game-winning touchdown from Harrison Coling in the final minutes. And then Emmett Forte sealed it with the pick. Had the privilege of doing that one at the beach. As that's another win for the Jaguars back-to-back after losing to Avonworth. The football team, successful season, maybe not up to their standards, and hockey looking to get out of the gate hot as Michael wrist shot turned away. Volleyball's been real good at TJ so far this spring as well. As here comes Track in transition, full steam ahead. Track canceled out now. Casamassa taken back over. Casamassa flips it near side as Vavpedic holds the line. One touch along, back the other way. It's Michael, Owen Michael drops it off. Hartman wrister glove save by Miles Carey. No rebound in sight. 1:53 remaining here in the inaugural frame of the season for both squads. First frame of 3A hockey for Fox Chapel after they were finished the season with heartbreak last year, looking for that first ever Penguin Cup championship. 1 goal shy to Cathedral Prep. 5-4 was your final on that one. TJ got bounced in the first round when they took on Upper St. Clair. 1 goal game there. We'll have that game next week between the Jaguars and the Upper St. Clair Panthers. TJ also will be back in action on Thursday versus South Fayette. And unfortunately, can't do that one here on the network. Would have loved to get back here and call another hockey game on Thursday, but just prior obligations does not look like that's going to be a possibility. As Colin near side takes a shoulder by Salopek, and Gavin has his second penalty of the night. Garing and Fetzko now a disagreement as well. So Gavin Salopek, second penalty of the night here for Thomas Jefferson. Getting up top with the elbow. And Fox Chapel, 14 power play goals a season ago. As Hartman loses an edge. Now Lorenzi 1-on-3. Lorenzi spirals, can't find pay dirt there. Back behind, drop back off. 1:40 remaining here in the first. Stretch pass left side, touch back along by Henley. Henley working in left side. Henley now wrap back around off the pads of Balducci. Tucker Cullen up top, surveying with 35, and that's TJ's main priority right now. Kill the rest of the period as Hanley high slot wrister goes wide, maybe deflected in front by Lorenzi. Now blows with 26, jams it off the dasher all the way back down and around. 1:08 remaining on the power play, but the number right now that matters is 18. That's how much is left in the opening frame. Right side half wall, Tucker Collin continues to battle, blows, trying to pick his pocket. Collin curling, Collin fires, never got through. To the line held, Komatsu back down right side, track ball, Ducci says no at the buzzer. And TJ up by 2 after 1. right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live. Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique is South Hill's premier diamond and engagement center. We are dedicated to providing top quality jewelry at wholesale pricing, offering the lowest price on jewelry and jewelry repair in the area, along with paying the highest cash price for gold, silver, and diamonds. Whether it's a cozy gathering or a festive celebration, we have the perfect jewelry for everyone. Come explore our stunning collection today and find your new favorite piece at Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique. Salvatore Pizza and Pasta in Bell Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. Dine in and take out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best. Penultimate period underway with a 2-0 Jaguar lead. 48 seconds remaining on the second Fox Chapel power play of the night. TJ 2 goals in the opening period. First one, Vinny Casamassa. 1:02 in. Got the party started. And then at the 2:52 mark, it was Fetzko with his first of the season. No scoring since. 2 penalties, both on Gavin Salopek. As we switch ends, 30 seconds remaining on the elbowing minor to Salopek. 2-0 TJ leads, looking to kill off yet another Fox Chapel power play. Tucker Cullen, he's had some grade A chances, some big saves by Balducci. Now Garing Rister rung it off the pipe. Outside of the ironing, cleared away by TJ. Keita Kamatsu will get it on the setup by the keeper, Miles Carey. As Keita looking back behind. Kamatsu now right up the gut. Near side pass online. Henley over center red. Down the left wing. Henley is back to even strength we go. Works back below. Ben Balducci stops up, changing direction. Tries to fire one out to Colin. Colin from the left wing half wall. Colin pressured by the captain of the Jaguars, Lorenzi. Far side one-timer deflected back up and out off the pillows of Ben Balducci. 15:51 remaining in the second. 2-0 lead here for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Ben Balducci, first season as the full-time TJ starter. Didn't play till late in last year, replacing Ronnie Perupski. And it was the second straight year Perupski got off to a hot start and was replaced. The year prior was by Doherty. And last year it was by Balducci, who sees it as his crease this year. Hartman back behind. Hartman to Hartman. Hartman right up the gut now. Merrill offside. Michael couldn't drag the toe. And it's going to be a neutral zone face-off. 15:22 remaining here in the second frame. 2-0 Thomas Jefferson leads, but scoring has been hard to come by since the opening 3 minutes of play. Face-off, neutral ice near side. Merrill clean win back. Wristed back along. Carter Merrill didn't get the memo with the sock color, as the white socks must have been left at home for Carter Merrill. Got the black set on here, unlike the rest of his teammates, as Track works back behind. Centering feed, Rister off the stick of Balducci. As Radigan denied by Ben Balducci, who keeps out one more. Patrick near side, now Michael. Michael flips it back around all the way down and touched up there by Kamatsu on what I believe is a delayed penalty against Fox Chapel, and Thomas Jefferson or touched with a high stick, excuse me. So, no penalty. Keep it 2-0, keep it even strength. TJ will take the face-off in deep. It's the number 1 line of Blows, Lorenzi, and Burns. Simon on the back end, and nope, a high sticking penalty. I was right at first. .210 into the second. TJ first power play of the game. Blows quarterbacking. That was Schliebner's spot last year as Simon picks the corner. As Simon, no mistake. And it's power play goal number 1 on the season for the Jaguars. Jake Simon buries it upstairs over the blocker of Miles Carey. So power play goal by Simon, and it's 3-0 Thomas Jefferson here in period number 1, or 2. "11 seconds all it took. Simon down the right side, looking for one more. In front, rebound, no. As Pritchard tries to stuff it in. And back the other way, here comes Tucker Collin. Collin out wide, Collin cutting back behind as Collin surveys. Collin slammed into the half wall by Pritchard. Now picked back up by the Jaguars, it's Simon, the most recent goal scorer. Simon left side, Simon cuts in, wrister wide of Miles Carey. Near side kept alive there. As Pritchard back along, Jake Pritchard, now Stittler. 3-0 lead here in favor of Thomas Jefferson. Turnover, Salopek. Gavin Salopek pinned against the corner boards as Salopek knocked off the puck. Amatsu up ahead is back the other way. Here comes Burdick. Burdick right side, wrister, Balducci got a piece. As back underneath, picked back up there by Burdick as Garing near side. Garing right back along. Burdick angles back behind. Salopek. Now Stittler. Far side Stittler. Stittler circles back up right side. Wrister wide of Balducci. Reggington. Reggington flips it back down. As now Antonio Cardinale tries to cut to the slot. Centering feed broken up. That's by Banks. As here's Banks in stride. Banks knocked off. As Vavpedic able to cancel out. Back the other way, Garing. Vetsko tries to lift the stick. Every goal scored in the opening 3 minutes of the periods so far. 2 in the first, 1 here in the second. Reggington near side. As Reggington wrist shot goes sailing wide. Hanley now picks it up. Pressure off the bench from behind. As Porter moves it quickly along. Fetzko to Moner. Moner up across center, Red dumps it in. In on the forecheck as Vavpedic, the reverse check on Fetzko back behind. As Vavpedic near side turns it over. Moner angled one towards the cage. Now Hartman stepping in, wrist shot sticked away by Miles Carey. Left side half wall, there's Merrill pinned against the boards by Vavpedic, reversing underneath. Reggington. As Reggington surveys near side, back up Cardinale. Turns it over almost and flip back out near side, out of play. 11:48 second period, 3-0 lead. Thomas Jefferson in front. Power play goal by Simon. Face-off glove side of Miles Carey. Every point matters early on in the season or not. Got to get as many wins as you can, get the best playoff position as possible. And TJ out to a brilliant 3-0 lead here. Perfect start to the season so far for the Jaguars. As Fox Chapel just trying to figure it out, trying to get back into it. As Burdick will pressure as Hartman works back behind Balducci. Now Artman left side corner. Artman Looking up, Artman surveys as he carries the load through neutral ice. Center red dump. Owen Michael on the forecheck. Michael canceling out with Kevin Patrick back behind. Michael surveys. Back up top. There's Artman. Artman wrist shot through traffic. All the way off the end wall. Now Hartman. Hartman ducks back behind. Hartman now Michael looking to pressure. Puck deflects back out. Now Michael wrapping back behind. Michael in front. Casamassa off his stick to the near side. As Merrill continues to pressure. Colin blown up near side. Right in front of the Jaguars students who applaud the effort there. And Thomas Jefferson, that's one thing you can always say about this student section. They always turn out for whatever sport it is. Hockey no exception here tonight, and this is just the season opener. As Artman works back the other way, Artman sidesteps one. Artman has Merrill trailing. Rister wide of Miles Carey. All the way around left wing, taken back over there. Artman wraps it back around underneath, picked up near side. As trying to angle it back along as Fox Chapel unsuccessfully. As the Foxes look to counter with Rannigan. Simon for Thomas Jefferson. Picks it back up behind Balducci. Jake Simon around one. Here comes Simon. Full speed ahead. Simon right down the lane. Simon fires, denied. Rebound wouldn't go. As Burns trying to shuffle it in. Simon wrister. They score! Jake Simon deflected in by Cam Lorenzi. And the captain finds pay dirt. TJ by 4. Cam Lorenzi deflects home the Simon wrister. And the Thomas Jefferson offense operating on all cylinders so far tonight. Now it's Blows. He wants to get into the offensive act. Already an assist tonight. But Kevin Patrick turns it over. Lorenzi blows in front, denied. Rebound sitting there up top. Pritchard. Pritchard backhand dump in. Now Lorenzi make it Blows. Lucas Blows as Komatsu tries to carry back the other way. Deflected along off the stick of Burns. Now Lorenzi. Cam Lorenzi over center red. Far side, Simon touched up. Burns drops it off as Lorenzi tries to keep it alive unsuccessfully. Fox Chapel back the other way. Kevin Patrick gets it around Pritchard. Patrick cuts it, centering feed. Broken up now near side. Going to be picked back up there. Hanley canceled out on the near side boards by Gary Pritchard. The captain, Cam Lorenzi, vacates the end, but Patrick takes over. Now Hanley right side on the ice, working down. Rister, Balducci handcuffed, but puts the paw on it. As Ben Balducci with 8:32 keeps it a 4-goal advantage for the Jaguars. 4-0 Thomas Jefferson leads. 2 in the first, 2 in the second. All TJ so far tonight from the Ice Castle in the season opener. Stittler near side, working with a step. Stittler wide off the end boards behind Carey. Now Pritchard dueling forward on the left side. One of 2 meetings this year is Pritchard off the iron and in. As Jake Pritchard, the junior, cranks home the Jaguar 5th. So Thomas Jefferson blowing it wide open. $5-0 Thomas Jefferson as they're making an early season statement, and again showing Fox Chapel 3A. It's a whole different animal than it was a season ago. Stittler near side, picked back up. Here comes Pritchard, the most recent goal scorer Flipping back along off the end boards, now near side taking over Banks. Ranigan, near side, check that, make that Zampogna. As delayed penalty here as Hartman took a ride, joins the party. Banks does as well. As extracurriculars here, TJ was going to get a power play, but we'll wait and see if there was something to even things up. So Kevin Patrick gets the second Fox Chapel penalty of the night. And Banks gets one as well for TJ on the retaliation. And play 4-on-4, or maybe fives. They are going to stick with 5-on-5 with the coincidental offsetting minors. So offsetting penalties here, 5-0 Jaguars lead. First one was against Patrick, then Banks gets the retaliatory as Balducci shuts the 5-hole, stick tight to the ice. 7:23 remaining in the second, 5-0 TJ leads, 2-0 after one. 3 goals so far here in the second for the Jaguars. Face-off, one back cleanly as ripped to the corner where Simon will take over, wraps it around. Garing holds the line. Now near side corner, picked up there by Pritchard. Pritchard back to Simon. As Simon surveys Salopek. Salopek near side, there goes Molnar. Down the right side, Molnar cuts it wide, wraps it all the way around Salopek now. Salopek. Now Collin. As Fox Chapel looks to counter back. Collin back up ahead, flip back along and unable to clear the zone as Burdick. As now Garing, pressured by Fetzko, had the second goal of the game here for TJ. Pritchard, wrist shot blocked down. As Tucker Collin canceled out, he's had no room to operate today. As back behind, Kamatsu wraps it, Garing takes over, gives it right back. Now Merrill. Merrill down the left side, picked back up by Thomas Jefferson. Up top, Simon drives it, blocked down, never got through to Miles Carey. As Molnar centering feed, off the left pinball leg of Carey. Now Pritchard. As Pritchard to Simon, back along, Merrill angles one back along behind with 6:04 remaining in the second, 5-0. Thomas Jefferson. 5 different goal scorers, Casamassa, Fetzko, Simon, Lorenzi, and Jake Pritchard. As Michael down the right side, wrist shot blocked down, now Merrill up top, fires, backdoor, they score again, and one more. Vinny Casamassa, his second of the night. And it's a 6 spot for the black and gold. Six nothing Thomas Jefferson, Casamassa. 2 goals tonight. So Blows will take the draw against Scheidler. Scheidler wins it. Hanley now. Vav Pettick backs back along. There's Blows. Angle back along in as Artman. 6-0. Thomas Jefferson leads it. As this one already out of hand, and that running clock could become a possibility in the third period as Lorenzi cuts it out wide. Cam Lorenzi now back behind. Touch back near side. Scheidler. Scheidler backhand wrap around. Right side angle back along. As Hanley up ahead. Carnally trying to work in. Lorenzi fends him off. Balducci plays it back into the skates of Lorenzi. Up top, Connor Cook. Wrist shot blocked down. And here comes Lorenzi. Cam Lorenzi looks for Burns. Blows, holds the line, but can't get it to Burns. With 4:47 remaining in the second, 6-0 TJ. TJ 6 goals, and one of them does not belong to last year's leading scorer. As Thomas Jefferson spreading out the love. Pritchard doubles back. Now Burns lets it go. Hartman, long range wrister back off the end wall. Regenton canceled out by Jake Pritchard. Now Zampogna. Zampogna hard into the boards, and a penalty coming on Thomas Jefferson. Is getting the gate here is Ben Galizia, as Galizia will head to the box for the Jaguars. Patrick and Banks both released off those offsetting penalties. So Galizia in the box, third power play for Fox Chapel. 0 for 2 so far tonight are the Foxes. Face off, glove side of Ben Balducci. As tie up, Pritchard angles it off the window. Kamatsu keeps it alive. As now Tucker Collin. Pritchard once again, make it Kamatsu, holds the line. Near side, turning. As Hanley can't get it across, goes underneath to Garing. Back up top, deflected by Kamatsu. As here comes Merrill in transition. Carter Merrill. Merrill angles back around now. Hanley. Hanley drops it off right side. Kamatsu back to Hanley. 1:05 remaining on the power play. As just jammed back along there by Radigan. Now near side Hanley. Hanley ducks back across. Here comes Merrill. Merrill tries to send it along. Now Simon make it Burns. Just angling a hard shot back down below the goal line. 3 minutes remaining in the period. 6-0 Thomas Jefferson leads. As Garing canceled out. Now Burns in transition. Burns, wrister, Miles, carry. The answer. As hard shot goes wide. Near side controlled by Vav Pettit. 18 seconds remaining on the Galizia minor. As Fox Chapel tries to get it out. Artman sends it right back in. Vav Pettit working back behind. 2:24 rolling clock here in the third. As Galizia released from the Simbin, back to even strength, replaced by Lorenzi. Track tries to wrap behind, trying to stuff it home. Balducci keeps it out, scramble, poked away, and taken over Artman. Now it's Lorenzi. Cam cuts it wide, the captain, he scores! Off the iron and in, picture perfect placement as the captain gets another. Cam Lorenzi make it 7. So the captain keeps the train rolling in a 5-goal second for TJ. 2 goals for Lorenzi, 2 goals for Casamassa in a 7-0 Jaguar lead. Now Patrick, left side. Balducci's been very good as well between the pipes for the Jaguars. Burdick, left side, swung across, right side, Kamatsu. Looked like maybe Ben got a piece of that one as well. As all the way down, icing the call. And with that 7-goal advantage for Thomas Jefferson, that means tick, 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 and tick. The clock not gonna stop with the Jaguars pumping in their 7th goal of the contest here in the season opener. 2 by Lorenzi, 2 by Casamassa. 4 of the 7, Simon and Pritchard, along with Fetzko, have all tickled the twine here tonight. Fox Chapel 0 for 3 on the power play in their own right. As now here comes Porter. Porter cuts it across, drops it off. 2-on-1, back the other way, maybe 3 if they hurry. Burdick working, Burdick back door, and Balducci got enough through the 5-hole. Tucker Collin went back through the grain instead of going top shelf, and it cost him. Balducci got a little, but if Tucker Collin goes high upstairs, blocker side, all day, every day, that's a tally for Collin. As Collin off the pillows of Balducci. As Tucker Collin so far snake bitten tonight by the Jaguar keeper. Down to 17 seconds remaining. Balducci save, rebound, got it as well. Out in front. Moner muscles it free, down to 8. Fetzko center red, dumps it in, sends it to the locker room with a 7-0 Jaguar lead. TJ puts up 5 in the second. They lead it 7-0 right here on MVI. Started 1:02 into the game. Vinny Casamassa has some extracurriculars before we go to the locker room. It was Casamassa, then Fetzko. Just a minute 50 later, followed by Simon on the power play from Belos. Just 2:21 into the second, then TJ. They open the floodgates. Lorenzi would deflect home a Simon shot at the 7:25 mark. Then it was Jake Pritchard at 8:45, finding the back of the net before Casamassa and Lorenzi would tally 2 in the final 7. Both of them their second goal of the game and second goal of this young season, as Thomas Jefferson a statement here, and Fox Chapel quickly realizing that 3A is a whole lot different than 2A. We'll take a break right here on MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More. This is Alex Lyons, and most of you know me as the voice of MVI Live, but that's only part of the story. I'm also the youth director of the Ignite Middle School and High School Youth Group at the Christian Center Church, and I would like to personally invite you to join me and my team starting Wednesday, September 10th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at 130 Charity Lane for fun, fellowship, and the Word of God. I can't wait to see you there. For more information, call or text me at 724-562-3248. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta in Bell Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. dine-in and take-out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
For 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered. Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle.
What's up, Quick Lube? It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
Located in Bell Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people, focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Louis O's Discount Warehouse, a fresh new name with the same great people and same crazy deals. Veteran owned and operated, located at 1800 Shoemaker in Monessen. Specializing in home remodeling, our products are priced at 50% or less than the retail stores, making us your one-stop remodeling jackpot. Whether you've shopped with us for years or it's your first visit, we can't wait to see you at Louis O's Discount Warehouse. The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to MonValleyIndependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent. What happens here matters here. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service. It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems, remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customize. Call today at 412-384-5300. Mark's Court Time, conveniently located at 95 Enterprise Street, Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, was recently voted one of the top 10 indoor facilities in the state. With 3 basketball courts, 4 volleyball courts, 3 futsal arenas, and an indoor batting cage, we are equipped for any sports practice or tournament. We also host gatherings and birthday parties in our 20,000 square foot building. We are looking forward to seeing you there. Contact us today at 412-853-5408 or email us at dmarkscourttime@gmail.com.
Seven spot after 2, TJ opens it up brilliantly. After a 2-0 lead after 1, the Jaguars pumped in 5 in the second. Casamassa, Fetzko, Simon, Lorenzi, Pritchard, Casamassa, and Lorenzi in that order. 2 Jaguars with a pair of goals. They get South Fayette on Thursday in their next contest here at home. It will be versus Upper St. Clair at Alpha Ice Complex on October 6th to start the home slate for Fox Chapel. As Fox Chapel, wouldn't be surprised if you see a changing of the guard and see the senior, the backup goalie tonight in Charlie Hill, maybe get the third period. He is the first one out of the locker room. We'll see if Miles Carey's night is indeed done. He's given up 7 goals through 2 periods of play. It will be a running clock, mercy roll to start. We'll take one more break, come back, and have the conclusion of this game right here on MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community, and More, located at 103rd Street in Menneson. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More. This is Alex Lyons, and most of you know me as the voice of MVI Live, but that's only part of the story. I'm also the youth director of the Ignite Middle School and High School Youth Group at the Christian Center Church, and I would like to personally invite you to join me and my team starting Wednesday, September 10th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at 130 Charity Lane for fun, fellowship, and the Word of God. I can't wait to see you there. For more information, call or text me at 724-562-3248. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta in Bell Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. Dine in and take out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
For 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered. Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle.
Two chapters written, one left to be told. 7-0 Jaguars, 18-13 shots in favor of Thomas Jefferson here in this one, as TJ running clock with a big time advantage for the Jaguars, as TJ has put the hammer down and they have not looked back. It's been a dominating night for the Jaguars, and TJ hoping to keep it that way. The captain, Cam Lorenzi, now taking over. Lucas Blows, surprisingly, has not got on the score sheet today in the goal department, as Lucas Blows does have an assist in this game. 5 different goal scorers, Artman also, and Merrill both with points, as well as Blows, all picking up assists, and Burns. So TJ spreading out the love here on the score sheet in this ball game. 0 for 3 on the power play is Fox Champloo. TJ 1 for 1. As cleared all the way back down, not going to matter. And as I did suspect and said before we went back to that final break, it is indeed the senior keeper, Charlie Hill, in between the pipes for Fox Champloo to start the third. A much bigger goalie than Miles Carey, who had a rough night in the office after a brilliant season last year, giving up 7 goals on 18 Thomas Jefferson shots here in this ball game. Hockey game, as here comes Casamassa. Breakaway from center right. Casamassa, he scores! Bar down, beauty for the hat trick. Vinny Casamassa lights it one more time. The hat trick for the sophomore. So Casamassa, 1-2, give him 3. The hat trick for Casamassa. Finding pay dirt here in the third. Eight nothing, TJ leading. Just how you draw it up to start the season. I don't even know if you can draw it up this well. And we talked about losses on both sides, both teams losing. The majority of both teams return their leading score, but it's those middle tier scores that all left to graduation or to juniors in Schliebner's case. And it was always fun getting to watch Schliebner play and his brother before. As here comes Tucker Collin. Collin cuts it down the ice, fires one wide of Balducci. Sharp angle off the window. Taken back over Molnar, now near side. Off the hop, picked back up as there's left side Patrick. Off the deflection, Hanley. Hanley has Garing cutting to the net as Hanley from the corner. Molnar surveys. Molnar back up. Kamatsu now back in front. Colin Balducci the save and swallows up the rebound. Ben Balducci. Keeping the sheet clean so far. As Pritchard takes over Near side, Galizia out of his reach as Galizia down in on the forecheck, pressuring on Keita Komatsu as Komatsu works it. Kevin Patrick, now Hanley, back up the other way. Hanley finds Tucker Collin, canceled out. Stittler wraps back around as Connor Cook. Cook, near side, picked back up. Banks lets it go. Stittler, now one more. Galizia. Here comes Collin down the seam. Collin deflected, maybe got a piece, did Balducci. As back the other way. Flip back along as turnover. Stittler back to Cardinale. Cardinale back behind as Cardinale tries to cut back up the other way. Has Zampogno with him. As Zampogno onside play. Scheidler, wrister back behind. Taken back over, wrapping back behind. Now taken back over by Jake Simon. Simon to Galizia. Galizia looks for blows. Now banked far side, near side, picked back up by Simon. A pair of points today for Simon as Cardinale goes down. As Vavpetic wraps it around, whistle blows. 12:30 rolling clock here in the third. As in front, Lorenzi. Hat trick number 2, Cam Lorenzi. 9 on the board. Hat tricks for Casamassa and Lorenzi. So Cam Lorenzi joins the hat trick party in the opener. Him and Casamassa have Thomas Jefferson up 9. They have 6 of the 9. The late penalty on the Jaguars. Fox Chapel will go back to the power play. Collin, backdoor one-timer. Gehring fanned on it. Lorenzi had 6 goals last year, and Cam with 3 in the opener tonight. The captain coming through. Simon gets the gate here for Thomas Jefferson. 0 for 3 on the power play. As Balducci the save, got the rebound, still loose. As Tucker Collin thought he found pay dirt, he did not. As back the other way comes Hartman in transition. Hartman, tie, wrist shot wide of Grant Hill, the senior. 9-0, TJ leads. It was a 3-minute penalty on the clock due to the running clock. So add an extra minute on the mercy roll when that is the case. So it is a running clock. And it is a 3-minute power play for Fox Chapel. So no whistles means you actually do get a 3-minute power play if you are the Foxes. Down to 2:10 on the power play. As now taken by Merrill. 2-on-1 with Michael. Giving go. Wrister, iron and out. Owen Michael can't convert. Vinny Casamassa last year, 1 goal, 1 assist. 3 goals here in the opener tonight. So Casamassa, who had 2 points his freshman season, an opening night hat trick for Vinny Casamassa. So a big time start to his sophomore campaign, and TJ looking to replace scoring. Casamassa might be one for Coach Zeiler to do just that. As Gehring now near side, Collin winds it up, cuts middle, wrister blocked away by Hartman. 1:22 remaining as Hartman tries to push it forward. Casamassa still out there as well, lurking. Collin pressured by Casamassa. Balducci the stop. Now Casamassa the clear. As once more, Vinny Casamassa making an impact in this game. And the outcome completely in the clear. You know what it's going to be. It's a 1-0 start for Thomas Jefferson. And an 0-1 start for the defending bridesmaid of 2A. Vav Pettick back behind as Vav Pettick tries to counter back behind Balducci. Now Radigan, Jack Radigan out in front side of the goal mouth, taken back over and back behind by the Foxes. As Fox Chapel looks to vacate or get it back out in front, working back behind. As puck left below the goal line and cleared back along by Pritchard. 22 remaining on the Simon Minor. Casamassa going to be replaced by Moner as he'll head off for a change. Down to 13 remaining on the power play. 8:52 remaining in the third. 9-0 Jaguars lead. 2 in the first, 5 in the second. 2 so far here in the third. Goals by Casamassa and a goal by Lorenzi. As back to even strength, Thomas Jefferson will go. Fetzko, Molnar, Pritchard, and Simon. They need one more, and that's going to be the other Pritchard, the goal scorer, in Jake Pritchard, the junior. As face-off won cleanly, now taken over. Molnar swoops back behind. Simon wants it up top, gets it, walks the line. Rister, Simon blockered away. The senior Hill keeps it out. Now Fetzko centers up top, center point. Simon whistles it wide. Pritchard turning Rister off the side of the goal mouth. Simon now deflected. Cardinale pressuring. Cardinale over Simon, turns it over. Radigan backdoor track. Poke check save Balducci. Komatsu now. Komatsu cuts it wide. 9-0. TJ leads. Right now they've only needed one, but they've got 9 for Balducci. Fetzko has 1 of the 9. Fetzko curls, broken up. Cardinale. Now Molnar from the corner. 7:18 remaining here in the third. As wrapped back far side. There's Jake Pritchard wreaking havoc. Taken back over now by Fetzko. Fetzko slides it. Simon walks into it. The half slapper deflected wide of Hill. Fetzko off the half wall. Now Molnar. Molnar sets one back up as Galizia can't convert. Now Hartman. Hartman toe drag at the line. Galizia unable to get that feed as they were looking for the junior Ben Galizia. In transition, Komatsu, now Galizia tries to work it up. Hard check near side. Fetzko pressuring as Hanley takes over. D to D, pass far side. Now it's Kevin Patrick. Patrick with 6.5 on the clock. Patrick working back underneath. Ben Balducci centering feed. Garing in front, and another toe save by Balducci, denying Hanley. Vav Pettick. Hartman to Hartman. And Casamassa had 2 points all of last year. Hat trick in the opener this season. Blows. Stops up. They haven't needed last year's leading scorer that much tonight. Hartman toe drag blocked down. Vav Pettick the captain. Nico Vav Pettick in transition offside. Balducci makes the save nonetheless. 5:51 third period. 9-0. Garing and Blows. Blows wins it back cleanly. As quickly flipped up along. As Stittler dumps it in off of Hill. Back behind. Picked back up by Vav Pettick. The captain finds Colin. As Vav Pettick keeps order in motion up the other way. Vav Pettick over the center line. Powering back behind Vav Pettick. Balducci again. Ben Balducci. One more save, some pushing and shoving. Extracurriculars after the whistle. .454 rolling clock. Jaguars 9-0. And Fox Chapel's put shots on goal in this game, but Ben Balducci has been up to the task. As Balducci has got 16 of 16. Blows, doubles back, blows, fires off the iron and in. Only a matter of time. Lucas Blows gets TJ to 10. So Lucas Blows, double digits for the Jaguars tonight. Hat trick for Lorenzi, a goal and 2 assists now for Blows. Simon 1 and 1. Vinny Casamassa, the hat trick as well here in this game. 16 saves for Ben Balducci. .340 third period. TJ showing no mercy tonight. As back the other way. Banks will head back. Balducci the backhand dump. As centering feed broken up. Looking for a perfect start to the season in all facets here tonight for Thomas Jefferson. Power play 1 for 1. PK 4 for 4. 10 goals on the sheet on their side. Balducci 16 of 16 on the other. Now Burdick. Near side, picked back up, doubling back his track in his own end. Final 3 minutes to play in this 10-0 affair in favor of the Jaguars as Pritchard steps in, trying to add to the total. He will not, as back the other way, Kamatsu. As here comes Keita Kamatsu, cuts it wide, Kamatsu, centering feed, nobody home, Lucas Blows. 3-on-2, Blows. Surveys, cuts in front, fires in another, Blows 2 late ones. So Lucas Blows make it 11. Four goals for the Jaguars in the third frame. 4-point night for Lucas Blows. High stick whistle blows, 1:58 third period. Casamassa and Lorenzi hat-tricks, 4-point nights for the last year's leading scorer, Lucas Blows. He will lead the charge in points again tonight for Thomas Jefferson here in this game. Barring another tally for TJ, 2-5 and 4. Scores by period for the Jaguars. Burns multi-point night. Simon multi-point night. Everybody into the act for the Jaguars. Casamassa giving go, looking for Merrill off the deflection. Then Pogna back out, center red. Hartman to Casamassa. Vinny wraps it around as Vincenzo Casamassa all the way to the corner. Circle back. There's Merrill now. Merrill picked up by Michael. Up top, Hartman. Hartman angles off the side of the pipe and now picked back up by Connor Cook as working back to the corner. That's taken by Michael. Centering feed. Pushed wide by Casamassa. 34 on the clock. On what is a perfect start to the season for one side and about as bad as it gets on the other as Owen Michael. Relentless. First goal of the season for Michael. And Fetzko's stick goes flying. Fetzko and Vapedic some words as TJ, 12-0. Your final score. A clean sheet. The shutout for Ben Balducci as Balducci and the Jaguars take care of business tonight. As we will step aside, come back. Weiser Painting Company, Player of the Game, right here on MVI Live.
With over 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service.
Back here from the Ice Castle and Kings of the Castle tonight in all stages, in all facets, the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. And when you pipe in 12 goals, you make my life difficult with your Weiser Painting Company Player of the Game. Clean sheet, 16 save, shutout for Ben Balducci. Hat tricks for Cam Lorenzi and Vinny Casamassa. But we're going to go with Vinny Casamassa, your Weiser Painting Company Player of the Game. He had 2 points all of last year. He got the opening goal of the season, the game-winning goal, and 3 goals here tonight as Ben Balducci gets the shutout. A clean sheet for Balducci. A phenomenal performance by him and Lorenzi as TJ, a 12-0 final here in this one. Casamassa, the game-winning goal. It was the first goal of the season. Jaguars did not look back, and Vinny Casamassa is your Weiser Painting Company Player of the Game, but not necessarily an easy choice. Casamassa, 1:02 into the game, got the scoring started. Then it was Fetzko finding pay dirt for the first time this year, making it 2-0 in favor of the Jaguars. That score would stick to the end of the first. Then Cam Lorenzi would pot home the Simon redirect, making it Simon would score on the power play on the feed by blows before Lorenzi would deflect home the Simon wrister, and Thomas Jefferson would pump in 3 more after that. Pritchard, Casamassa, and Lorenzi would all find pay dirt before the end of the second frame. Then the Jaguars would find 4 more in the third period, or make it 5, as Casamassa would start with a hat trick. Then Lorenzi blows and blows would add a pair before Michael would get the final tally of the night for Thomas Jefferson. 2-5-5 for the Jaguars, score by period, as Vinny Casamassa, your Weiser Painting Company Player of the Game, with the hat trick, breaking his scoring total from last year in the opening goal game of the season here tonight. A 16-save shutout as well for Ben Balducci. Thursday, same place, same time. They'll take on the South Fayette Lions October 6th. Home versus Upper St. Clair for Fox Chapel, as it was a tough slate to start for the Foxes here tonight, as Fox Chapel welcome to 3A, and it's 12-0 your final right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live. Jaguars 12, Foxes nothing. You saw it here right on MVI Live. We'll see you next time as the Jaguars to 1-0, Fox Chapel to 0-1 as the PIHL season underway. This has been a presentation of Lions Heart Media on MVI Live.